Overseas battle lines appear to be tightening over Russia's potential invasion into neighboring Ukraine. NATO and other European leaders are pleading for diplomacy ahead of face-to-face talks between the U.S. and Russia in Geneva next week. Christina Ruffini has the latest from the White House this morning. Christina, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. The White House is pushing back against a report that said the Biden administration might be willing to consider lowering troop levels in Eastern Europe if Russia would pull back its forces from near Ukraine. A senior State Department official told reporters yesterday, "I want to be crystal clear, that is not accurate." And yet, the Putin problem remains.
Russia's aggressive actions are a threat to peace and security in Europe.
In a rare Friday news conference, Secretary of State Antony Blinken threatened massive consequences for further Russian aggression in Europe, but said diplomacy is still an option. Is there a concern that the talks next week are Russia's building up of a pretext for if and when they fail, using them as justification to go ahead and invade?
I think that's certainly part of the playbook.
The U.S. wants Russia to reduce its troop presence along Ukraine's eastern border, where Russian forces annexed Crimea in 2014. Russia, in turn, has made its own demands, including that no new countries be allowed to join NATO. Both the U.S. and NATO have called that a non-starter.
It will not compromise on core principles, including the right for every nation to decide its own path, including what kind of security arrangements it wants to be part of.
A U.S. intelligence report estimated the nearly 100,000 Russian forces near Ukraine could be ready to invade at the start of this year. This week, Russian paratroopers landed in neighboring Kazakhstan after its president requested help controlling anti-government protests.
I think one lesson of recent history is that once Russians are in your house, it's sometimes very difficult to get them to leave.
Now, President Biden has said U.S. forces won't be going into Ukraine, but they might be needed in NATO-allied countries around Eastern Europe if Russia decides to venture past its borders. Jeff?
Christina, thank you.